If you guys are in need of any grinding services, hit up my guy Rose NBA on Twitter. From domination to getting you guys a 95 plus overall hidden gem, he does it all. What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over looking at the new Hoop Invaders set that is added in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, I want to start with this. Is this the first Tuesday drop in a long time in which we actually are getting budget cards? Kind of looks like it. You go back to different Tuesdays. Maybe the Dukes of Dunk, was that a Tuesday drop? Might have been the last one, but most Tuesdays we do not see any budget cards. So we are going to see some budget cards. We're going to be going over talking about each and every one of them. And again, as you do dive into this video, smash that subscribe button. Utah Tabus. Tabus. I don't even remember how to pronounce his name. I'm going to call him Tabus, okay? And 5'9" point guard. 78 3 ball. The only thing he's got is the 95 speed. He's going to be fast. But outside of that, this card stinks. Tabus is never going to see the court on my squad. Brian Cardinal, 6'8", 92 3 ball. Defensively horrible. But hey, guess what? He's a gold card you can run in offline modes. Could be somewhat useful. I'm not going to sit here and act like this card's going to be like the best card in the game or anything like that. But in offline modes, he can shoot the ball. He can knock down shots. And guess what? You got to find some sort of use in a card like that. For me, Brian Cardinal is a card I respect. Definitely okay, 6'8", can shoot the rock, somewhat viable. Tyler Zeller, North Carolina GOAT, 7 feet tall, can shoot it a little bit. Interior leaves a lot to be desired. This card stinks. It was good at UNC, but man, never really figured it out in the league, and doesn't figure it out in 2K either. George McLeod, 6'8", 2 guard, 84 3 ball defensively, stinks, 78 speed. Yikes for George McLeod. Omer Asik, up next. I think I pronounced that right? I don't know. This guy had a pretty solid NBA career. Decent rebounder, decent interior big. This card stinks, though. I mean, another bad card. So as far as these budget cards, the only one somewhat useful is this card right here, and Brian Cardinal. And even he isn't great. He's just going to be able to knock down shots. That's really all he's going to give you on the court. So I'm not trying to sit here and hate on any card. That's not my goal, but these budget cards stinks. Bimbo Cole's up next, 6'2", 82 3 ball, 88 ball handle, defensively okay, 91 speed. Here's your first card that I'm like, you know what, he's fine. The bad part about him is he has some defensive badges, right? He has some silver, even a bronze defensive badge. But the bad part of it is there's no on-ball menace badge. And so, although I like overall his badges, although I think Bimbo Cole's is okay, I would really like to see him have that on-ball menace badge. But overall, he is only 6'2". He's not the worst budget point guard in the game. Is he better than a guy like Austin Rivers? No, but he's okay. Sasha Vujacic can play point guard at 6'7", 85 3 ball, 87 ball handle. Defensive stats not great, speed not great. But you know what? He's a 6'7" point guard that's going to be able to shoot lights out. Defensively going to be probably okay. I don't mind Sasha Vujacic at all. I really don't. I remember old 2Ks, this card used to be lights out. Can play point guard at 6'7". Hey, Sasha, you badge him up, could be okay. I wish he was a little bit faster though. Mitchell Robinson up next. Bad part about Mitchell Robinson is he cannot shoot the ball. Good part is interior rebounding wise going to be really solid. Wish he was maybe a little bit faster. That's kind of a complaint, only 73 speed. I'm not a big fan of Mitchell Robinson. So budget-wise, I don't love the cards. Sasha's okay. He's a 6'7" point guard. Could get interesting. Mitchell Robinson's an okay interior big if you need him. Brian Cardinal for offline modes can shoot the rock, but overall, I'm not the biggest fan of him. AI, we kind of saw what the card got into yesterday. Can't really shoot that well. 83 ball, decent speed, but AI is not very good. Theo Ratliff, as far as an interior big, is okay, but he's only 6'10". I mean, again, we've got cards that can do what Theo Ratliff can do, that can even shoot a little bit. Keith Van Orden, 6'10", going to be able to shoot the ball, but defensively is not great. And then we see Zach Lavine, one of the best point guards in the game. I went through basically all of these cards yesterday, but now I'm going to talk about their releases. Again, Zach Lavine, I think, is going to be one of your better point guards in the entire game. I love him, 6'5". Kind of reminds me of a DeeBo kind of type of card. So that's what I want to do next, is go over all of these types of releases. to show you guys what a guy like Zach Lavine truly is going to look like. Did the Bulls end up winning last night? I think they did. I think they were down like 20 in the first half, and I honestly think they came back and won. But Lavine is just so fluid. His release is so pure. I mean, his player build doesn't look bad, and in the past it has been bad. Leaner-wise, it's not going to be great for Zach Lavine. That's one thing Devin Booker's going to have over the card. But I like Lavine. 6'5", 99 driving dunk. Defensively looks okay. I like Lavine. You're never going to hear me slander Lavine whatsoever. I think, even with his jump shot, he's going to be one of your, is it crazy to say one of your better cards in the game? I don't think that's crazy to say. Now, Allen Iverson, I'm intrigued with this card. Is his rhythm shot like T-Max broken? It doesn't really look like it for AI, because AI actually gets it up. Like, AI's release is so much better than T-Max. T-Max is just so slow, where AI's is pretty fluid, pretty smooth. The problem, oh, that was pretty gross there. The problem I see with Allen Iverson is just the fact, like, he's going to be so undersized. He only has an 83 ball on his diamond card. I don't hate Allen Iverson cards normally in this game. And again, his release is very, very, very smooth. I just don't know how useful the card truly is going to be. Let's take a look at Keith Van Horn. As long as these releases are exactly the same, this is what you're going to look at with Keith Van Horn. Oh my gosh. Nah, Keith Van Horn is going to be good. I'm telling you right now, I didn't think this card would be good. He's got such a smooth jump shot. You can see his wide player build. Keith Van Horn is going to be the hidden gem of this set. I'm telling you that right now. I wasn't that high on the card. His defensive stats look mediocre, but his release is perfect. His player build is massive, and, he's just going to do a lot of good things on the court. This is a card that even at the power forward position that's going to be able to play. I am a massive fan of Keith Van Horn. I wasn't heading into this video, but with this release, with his player build, yeah, sign me up for all of Keith Van Horn. Sign me up. His card is going to play for me if he is not super expensive. This card is the man with the plan. Release-wise, fluid. He's got a high 3 ball. His player build's fantastic. Keith Van Horn, give me all of your stock, okay? All of it. I want it all. Give me all of your stock in my team, because you are going to be coming to my squad. So that's why it's important to check out these guys in their releases. Sasha Vujacic, I doubt is even in the game and play now, but definitely, guys, that's why it's important. You look at Keith Van Horn from being a mediocre card to now I'm looking at this card, and I think he has the potential to be the best card in the set today. With that release, with these badges, with his player build, give me Keith Van Horn. Zach Lavine obviously is going to be the best card in the set today. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not. But when I'm looking at, all of the cards in the set today, you've got to kind of think about who is better. I honestly think it's pretty top heavy in Lavine and Keith Van Horn. But you got to know that. So Keith Van Horn, I don't honestly think he's going to be that overly expensive today. So if you can get the card for somewhat cheap, could possibly be worth your time. So that's where I'm at with the cards today. You guys can let me know your thoughts on the cards. Who are you guys looking forward to picking up the most? Mitchell Robinson for a budget big isn't the worst. I want to clarify, he's not the worst. He does have, even the 50 midi though is kind of crazy. I just wish he was a little bit faster. So like, even as an inside big, I wish his speed was a little bit better. But outside of that, Vujacic is 6'7". Bimbo Coles is okay, but I'm just not a massive fan of the budget cards in this set today. Surprise, surprise, not to me, but the budget cards today in this set still are not great. So for me, Keith Van Horn, you're probably going to be my new backup power forward. That's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.